Next time. Can we hear us?
I can't hear myself. Mine doesn't work.
Zachy K.
Hello.
Are we audible?
Are we live?
Yo, are we audible?
Can you hear yourself?
Not here. Hello?
Can you hear yourself in your mic?
I don't hear myself in my mic. No, but could you guys hear us?
Is your thing on?
Yeah,
Hold up.
Can you
Gabi,
guys hear us?
I want to see something. Don't do this the whole game. I just want to see if it works.
Yo, Donnie, you're looking so cute.
Gabi, I want to see if it
Yo,
works.
do you guys?
I won't keep it in. Just try for a second.
Yo, Gabi. Yo, Zach, do you hear us on there? Yo, log on and see if you can hear us.
Gabi,
And Tim Kirchner, an easy two to start it
Oh, he
off.
started? What?
Yeah, that was quick start. We were not ready for that one. And off to a quick start. Kirchner, 20 points a game. He's really scoring a lot for this team. And we hear May came out today in a travel after defense chance by the May Banks. Got the place going wild. Let's go. You see the boys like Dovi Mandelbaum, Effie Brandsdorfer, Jarvis, really generating some noise and some energy in this building. Inside to Kirchner as he's double teamed. Outside, Dove Rosen, swing, good ball movement. And stolen. Going deep for the layup. Oh, and he misses it. Dove Rosen with the layup. Going deep to try to push it. Yakov Kirchner, another bucket, and he's off to a scoring outburst like usual.
Last game.
Yakov Kirchner.
Last game, Yakov Kirchner, a big help for this offense. Today, showing off that he is strong here already and nice on the board.
And you hear it a lot again as Applegrad with the three. And this team is really a big three-point shooting team. They hit 8 3-pointers last week. But here's the thing, May's three-point defense really showed out last week. Shoot for three, no good. Offensive rebound can't be carried by Yakov Kirchner.
Let's talk about Darkley's 12th grade here. Last week they were down by a deficit of 4 and they came back for a nice win over, did they play CCB?
Oh yeah, Chavetz Chaim. Well, 4 is not really such a big deficit.
14.
14, oh, yeah, that is much bigger. But here's the thing, as Dove Rosen cuts into the paint, oh, almost a nice finish, but he gets the 2, and let's see if he can convert at the line. But here's the thing, it was actually an overtime game, really taking a toll on these players.
Dove Rosen at the line.
So as we were saying before, this is a big three-point shooting team at Darkey 12. But May's defense last week only giving up 2 3-pointers to an at the time undefeated Shari Torah Stars team. And let's see which team wins out with the stats. As Kirchner gets the offensive rebound but is rejected by Taub.
Ocean bringing the ball up.
Now this is a matchup between the 2 remaining undefeated teams.
Ocean dribbles, pass it to Breskin.
Breskin for 3. Puts up a 3. And he drills it. And I've never seen that gesture before. But May is down 2 in the early going.
That's your new catchphrase, drills it.
Maybe.
It was natural, it was natural.
Speaking of which, I was told that I have to get a 3-point catchphrase as the Euro step ends up in a turnover. But I was told that I have to get a new catchphrase. So let us know in the comment section what you think my catchphrase should be. Breskin, you see his sister sticking out there. And Ocean gets a layup, rolls around the rim, and out. Yakov Kirchner with the rebound, trying to push it. You got Shulibu streaking and gets fouled. A blocking foul is called. And here's the thing with this team, it's such a small team. What Darkey does is they split up their 12 and 11, and it's such a small roster as it goes through 2 players' hands, but to Shua Leibowitz. I don't know how that happened. Aaron Cohen for 3. 3-pointer, and that is actually his season high, which was 2 points before this, but he's more of a leader than a scorer, and gets a 3 ball there, and that's big, 8-7 for YDT. But what I was saying before, foul trouble could be big. Last week they had 2 players foul out, and 1 more player results in a forfeit as they only have 7 available players. So they're
floater. Oh,
yeah, he gets that floater. But
nice ball
that
movement.
last player actually had 4 fouls, and if he would have got that last foul, they would have fouled out. So that's the disadvantage to having such a small rotation.
Dove Rosen to the corner, Kirchner. Ball in his hands. Nice jumper.
Oh,
that's
deep
splashing.
Yeah, he drills it.
This team, they don't miss. This is the real deal here.
Yeah, you
Nothing
know what?
but net. Nothing but net.
That was really, that was pretty wet.
That was pretty wet. Talking about wet, what's your favorite body of water?
My favorite body of water, that's an interesting question. I don't think I've ever been asked that before. Let me think about that. I'm thinking maybe like a waterfall, like a nice serene waterfall, if you feel what I'm saying.
I'm feeling the Yam Suf, you know.
The Yam Suf.
Motion splits to C. Kirshner splits that defense.
Oh, and he gets fouled. That was beautiful
that.
timing, actually. That was really a nice move, and that would have been insane timing by JJ Ostroff, kind of predicting that. Snoop Dogg checks the ball into Kirsch.
Snoop Dogg. Kirshner at the line. Not the best shooting percentage at the line.
I've never seen an airball free throw live, as you see Aaron Cohen laughing at it. And let's see if he could connect on the second one.
There we go.
And that was actually polar opposites as you see Kirsch lapping it off. Yeah, exactly. He didn't hit the rim in either free throw.
Kirshner is better under pressure. With defense, he has a higher scoring rating.
You know what they say, the bright lights bring out the stars.
Yes, sir.
And
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
but I like that.
Well, actually, the stars are the bright lights at times.
Taub
As Taub gets he gets that foul. But yeah, stars shine the brightest in the most pressureful moments. And Kirsch has been showing out over the year.
The score is 10-10.
Yeah, that's a good point.
14 to the half.
Gabi Newman was not able to get the virtual scoreboard going, but we will
subscribe
give
to
live
this
updates.
channel. Make that YouTube
subscribe
subscribe button red to gray.
This one's live. As the annoying Darke kids who are new to technology are bothering us.
Stop the slander.
Stop the slander. Aaron Cohen is giving us signs. Shulibu is telling him to slow it down. And the past two games, those really started off strong. Aaron Cohen's calling for it. Wide open in the corner.
Aaron Cohen for three.
No good. Offensive rebound by Kirsch. And he got fouled, no call. Behind the head pass, that was saucy. Euro. Oh, another nice move by Doe Rosen. Unable to finish, but yet again, he gets that foul call.
Very saucy dribbler over there.
Oh, yeah. Yo, I know it's early in the game, but what is your favorite sauce?
I'm feeling barbecue.
You like barbecue sauce?
Barbecue just goes with everything. You put on a nice chicken salad, put on a nice burger.
Barbecue sauce in your chicken salad?
I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, try it right now.
Yo,
Yeah?
yo.
All right, viewers at home, tell you if you've never tried that. I'm gonna have to go with good old honey mustard. You know what I'm saying? A good
Honey mustard.
chicken sandwich. If I go to Carlos, it never goes wrong. As they got an open three-pointer in the corner, as he airballs long. If there was a shot clock, that would not reset.
Reskin cannot
Misses an open floater and gets blocked, ripped away, and they cannot get the rebound as he is absolutely obliterated by Natan Cohen and a jump ball.
Great defense
And
there.
beautiful defense.
Great job not fouling.
And it will not be easy.
On
Oh,
the inside of your jacket. No, not on the inside of your jacket.
all right. Technical difficulties for a moment. He swings it over. Breskin for three. That's his second three of the game.
Zip it up.
And so far, we mentioned the prowess of May's defense and the efficiency and the polarity of Darke's offense. And it's looking like Darke's offense is winning out right now with a 13-12 lead.
Kirshner, paint jumper.
Airballs again. I'm not sure if he got tipped, but that's his second airball of the game. Can we get the
Kendall dribbling the ball.
number
Hard
11.
screen, back to the corner, 25 with the ball. He's in
Kendall
trouble.
Gill.
Pass up to the top of the
Inside.
key. Out to 15, 3, cannot get it. Rebound, Kirshner.
Yeah, Kirshner does get that rebound. And Kirshner, it is not a stat that is kept. Shul Leibowitz gets inside, gets fouled, and Darke's fans are very upset with that call, but the call was made, and Shul Leibowitz going up for 2 free throws. Now Shul Leibowitz coming off of a season-high 19 points. Season-high 19 points for Shul Leibowitz actually brings his average up to 11 a game as he goes for this free throw. He hasn't scored yet this game, and that's soon to change. That was the
Doesn't connect on the.
that was a perfect example of the announcer's jinx. As we've seen Etana Hamatyan, or AKA Hemi, check in for the first time.
No
Coach
timeouts
Zev
yet.
calling him over, you just not hear him. And I was actually speaking to Coach Zev before. I caught up with him before the game, and he said he saw on that sequence before the inability to rebound for May, and he said that he stressed to them during practice that they should rebound the ball, and rebounding would make them much easier to win the game. As Breskin for a third three, no good, and like I said, they cannot get the rebound. A bad falling away shot, and that was an ill-advised shot. As Kirschner running through the lane gets the floater, and a timeout called by Darko. A 30-second timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so, you know what? It's 15-13 May right now. And I think that this may have been called, this timeout may have been called, because you really don't see any consistency on the Darche side. But the only reason they're getting points on the board is because of 2 threes that were made off of kickouts and a bunch of offensive rebounds. And like I said, rebounds are not being, it's not a stat that's counted, but it's really a big deal in leagues. It's really a big deal in the NBA, really any form of basketball, and it is something that May really has to shape up on right now. Let's see if Natan Cohen can put in that hustle that sealed the game for them against Chafetz Chaim of Brooklyn. He got the rebound and the and-one layup that finished the game off for them.
Back from the first timeout break, and we are back. Score is 15-13. May, let's talk about their advantages coming into this game.
Yeah, so really, the May advantages is the use of their talent right now. I think you see Arnold Cohen got a good shot, which he hasn't really been getting all year. And Kirsch has been Kirsch right now. You haven't really seen Shua Leibowitz be aggressive as an ugly turnover. It was not forced at all, as it was just thrown off of his own teammate's foot. JJ, you were keeping stats on it a little bit last game. Now talk about May's turnover defense last time. Their defense was amazing. Yaakov Kirschner getting 3 blocks. As Shua Leibowitz for 3, he drills it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm debating between drills it and yes, sir. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the live chat, and we'll discuss it later during halftime. Maybe we'll take a look. Shua Leibowitz loses his footing, but it doesn't really affect the defense. Swinging it around, and Darche cannot get it off of the top of that 3-point line right there. Kendall with the ball, he's being trapped, really having trouble doing anything. Taub gets it, but he gets back to the top. Oh, may have taken an extra step there and misses the layup, and another offensive rebound, drops it up to Breskin. Breskin's really been a bad spot for May's defense right now. They are unable to contain him from the 3-point line. Already having, I believe, 8 points.
Fishman.
Fishman got that bucket, and Fishman is actually one of their 2 leading scorers. He averages 13 points a game, and for a pretty big guy, he shoots a lot of threes. Fishman also fouled out of last game.
Let's talk about who just got subbed in here. 25, Ritvo. He was in before. Let's see if he can connect now.
Yeah, and he was actually in dire foul trouble. And the reason why it was so desperate for them,
and 1 cannot connect.
They call a foul, and that was a weak-looking foul. But that was an odd-looking shot for him. You don't really see that, especially from 3-point line. He gets up in the air, and then he throws it. That was definitely a strange one. I don't know if he was trying to draw the foul, if that's his natural shot for him, but that was something interesting. 7:50 left to the first half, 18-15, and this is really one of the tightest games, if not the tightest game of the year. And a free throw by YDT. And Ocean, who's the other leading scorer for Darche, he averages 12 a game. And last week, he was actually a really big contributor. Shua Leibowitz bringing it up.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you, Doc.
And, bad turnover as Judah Agbashov checks in. Now we're seeing some action from Judah Agbashov. And speaking of the Agbashov, Mazel tov to Agbashov. As a nice pass fake leads to an open 3. And like we said, the 3-pointers for Darche is really being,
Press in the corner, Hemi.
Hemi in the
Quick
corner,
step.
kicks it over.
Shua Leibowitz.
Shua Leibowitz. Judah Agushoff
Agushoff for three, can't connect.
Offensive rebound. We haven't seen good rebound.
Denied at the rim.
Man,
By Fishman.
Knocked out of bounds. Fishman's really been playing nice since he's checked in again. And kick out, Judah Agushoff in the corner, brings it out, gives it to Ari Richmond. He loses it for a second, regains control, and they call a travel. He may have hopped there.
You know, it's just been back and forth this game. 20-18, YDE taking their lead.
Yeah, so
Got a lot of time left on this game.
there is a lot of time. It's 20-18, and this is really the first game of the year where May has been worried about a deficit, as Hemi, who's known for his defensive prowess, knocks it out of bounds, and he is really a lockdown defender. And he, in a man-to-man defense, he is not somebody you want to face if you're on offense. Ocean denies the screen and flips it over to Ritvo, who, if you notice, most of Darche's shorts are matching, but his is glaringly obvious that he could not find his shorts in the laundry, and he just picked up the first one that wasn't like bright white.
Can he find a bucket though?
Can he find a bucket the same way? Well, he couldn't find his shorts. So let's see if he could find his bucket
Appenfeld subbed
the
in.
other way.
Kirschner
It's
took it in,
Kirschner
takes the
foul,
foul.
but he has not been really getting his shots the same way he has been for the rest of the season. A lot of contact to the ball and not really getting as much free throws. And it's not bad calls by the ref. It's just, I guess, the defense that's being played by the Darches. Now, Darche is actually the only team I think I've ever seen that does not have a team name. So if you were to name Darche's team, their JV team has a mix between the Duke jerseys and the Kentucky jerseys. But if you were to name the Darche team, what would you name it? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the live replay. JJ, what do you think?
As someone who went to Darche,
That's right, you did go to
They're
Darche.
big into their learning. I'm feeling the Darche Talmidim.
You see what Darche Torah Talmidim. That actually has a ring to it. You have as a steal by Ari Richmond, pushing it up the floor.
To a fast break. Agushoff goes to rebound.
With the putback. That's fast break running. Beautiful coaching by Coach Zev, and you could tell that they run those during practice. Anyway, so Darche Torah Talmidim, and that has some alliteration to it. You got the T's, you got the nice ring to it. I'm feeling it. I don't know if they would be it. Like I don't know if they'd be into that. Talmidim, I don't know if that would look good on the front of their jersey. And another three by Applegrad. And that is something, wow. Anyway, in the earlier game today, you had Netzach facing up against YFR, and it was close up until really a minute. And then they just, as Netzach could not get anything to fall, and a lot of fouls, and it ended up being a much bigger margin than the game was. It was a 12-point game, I think. But, as Kirschner gets the little in and out dribble move, pop up, that was a nice.
Let's talk about the seniors here. They went on a Shovavim trip to Florida.
Some of them are about Orlansky's class, so that includes Adobe Taubenfeld, that includes Natan Cohen, and
Missing practice.
maybe, no, not Ellie. I'm not sure if I'm missing anybody. Let me look at the roster. I don't want to leave anybody out.
Dove Rosen? No, he's in the olives here.
here.
Hemi, Dre,
Yeah.
Shua, Dove, Ari.
No, so I think it's just them two. I think it's just Dovey and Natan Cohen.
You know,
But they
props to
had-
them. Props to them.
Props to them. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the parameters of the
Program.
program was.
Whatever.
But they highly limited their screen time and ended up in a big trip down to Orlando. Kirsten loses it, throws it up in the air. Judah Agushoff tips it up, and he's unable to save it. Ari Richmond pokes at it. They call a foul on it. And I'm not really sure. They called it on Judah Agushoff as Taub checks in, number 46. And he was the other guy that fouled out with Fishman last week. And that is the problem, like I mentioned before, of a 7-man roster. Not even a 7-man rotation.
And also, in the NBA, you have a foul limit of 6. Here, it's only 5.
That's a good point. Well, with the running clock, there's not as much time, so 6 would take it's a much bigger difference. Man, I gotta get used to this mic. Stuttering a little bit, slurring my words, but we'll get used to it.
Agushoff, can he get on the board?
Agushoff with
Yes,
a
he
reverse
can.
layup, and he gets on the board for this game.
Ocean, hard dribbling.
Yeah,
Check out those shoes.
check out those shoes. Those are some highlighters. Talk about the shoe game. What do you see? You see a lot of plain shoes, some plain white, some plain black on the Darche side. the Darche Talmidim, but
Darche Torah Talmud.
Darche Torah Talmidim. You're right. It only really sounds good like that. Although I like the font on their jerseys. It is a nice font. Oh, and a moving screen called offensive foul, and it's the other way. As the 7 fans for Darche are adamant.
Let's show those fans.
Let's show those fans. Scan the crowd during the next timeout. We don't want to miss any action.
25-23.
We love you. This
Point game.
Technically, this wouldn't be possible without you.
And he drills it.
Oh, and he does a Jason Terry airplane down court. And that was a nice 3. Joey Taubenfeld gets himself on the board. I think that little weekend in Florida really helped his game as Richie hits the hand of the shooter. But as you know, jump ball. Joey Taubenfeld again getting into the action. But as you know, a high 5 on a 3-pointer is like the ball, and it's not actually a foul. So beautiful defense executed perfectly. And
Richmond
Aaron Cohen
inbounds
bringing
it to
it
Aaron
down.
Cohen. Passed off court line to Agbishov.
Agbishov
for 3.
No good that time. That's a big rebound by Taub. And Taub doesn't really have much height on Aaron Cohen, but I guess he has that athleticism to rip it down one-handed, Wilt Chamberlain style. Wow.
Out to Fishman, I believe.
You hear the defense chants?
Apple grab in the corner.
Mandelbaum
Corner for 3.
his
Cannot hit
team.
it.
He is a big May athlete himself, as Darche sent to the line for 2 free throws. He led the championship varsity football team to a championship, like I said. And it's the first time in a couple of seasons, as May is usually a very winning
30
franchise,
seconds left
but
of the
they
half.
were not able to seal that football trophy for a while, and he got that done this week. Not this week. This varsity season, I'm sorry. So, yeah, go. What have you seen, JJ, so far?
That up by 4 here, 30 seconds left. Aaron Cohen with the
28-24
ball.
for the fans at home. So, JJ, what have you seen that you've liked from this May team, or what have you seen that you don't like?
Just consistency.
And that was a terrible pass.
Talk about
Question-
consistency.
Oh,
I hit the-
okay. I'm not sure what that was. It looked like he was one of those players that is not very confident with his offhand as another offensive rebound, and Taub is killing them. But he looked like he wasn't confident dribbling with his left hand, but he was on the left side and he just threw it up with that, and he did not get even close. He just banged it off the backboard.
15 seconds.
There are
to
enough
half.
rebounds in this game for Darche for the Fair Game Squad to get a couple. They're not even in the building. Shout out to Fair Game Squad. 14 seconds. We'll round it up to 15. 14.8 seconds left. And the clock starts now as Aaron Cohen makes contact with the ball. And there, if they smart with it, they're going to hold for 1. Dovi Taubenfeld dribbling, gives it to Judah Agbishov over to Aaron Cohen. And let's see if they can create something. Aaron Cohen, bingo!
2.
Yeah, he's got to throw it out. That looks like it could have gone for a little bit. And let's see, it's halftime. And the score is 30-26. May, one of their tightest games of the year, up by 4. Now, a big part of it, again, Ari Sinetsky.
Rabbi Meyer in the building.
Rabbi Meyer's not in the building. But let's see. But now it's time. Now it's halftime. And we have to entertain our fans at home. What's up, everybody at home? So it's time for our new segment, Comment Section with JJ Oshkosh. This is when we look at the comment section and we break down. We told you guys to be a little bit responsive in the chat. In the no, all right. So we'll get it. Yeah, I can't get it. But yeah, get us the phone. Can we get your phone? So we told you guys at home to be responsive, to interact with us throughout the comment section. And we'll see what you guys said, maybe about Darche's team name, maybe about your favorite sauces or bodies of water. We had the Yom Sov shout out to my man on Darche. Yo, quick question, we had the segment right here. And if you were to name Darche's team, does Darche have a name that they don't put on their jerseys?
I love it.
Bulldogs, the Darche Bulldogs. I was unaware of this. Apparently the Darche team is called the Darche Bulldogs. I'm not really a fan of that.
We can talk about the Devils, Darche Devils.
Darche Devils. So actually, they have the Blue Devils, the Duke Blue Devils logo on their JV jerseys, but I'm not really sure if they want to go with the Darche Devils. There are other...
I don't think Rabbi Bender would be liking that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Rabbi Bender... Shout out to Rabbi Bender. I don't know if Rabbi Bender... if he would be cool with that, but it is actually the exact opposite message that you're trying to send with the Dache Torah Talmidim.
That's a better message.
It is much better message.
How do you
Shout
see
out
the
to the
likes?
7 likers at home, whoever liked our stream, as we're trying to get their comment section open. Shout out to Gabi Newman, everybody. Really shout out to the entire MIG GO on their beautiful job. State-of-the-art microphones.
How much was it? $199.
$199.99, Amazon Prime. Got here in one day. Uno, I don't know how to say day in Spanish, but one singular day. And it was really nice, nice to see.
Look at the
It really is. Hey, we see ourselves on the monitor. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's great.
So we got these microphones, and the Megio. I want to thank everybody who was involved in orchestrating that, and our quality has really been improved, and it's outstanding right now.
Let's talk about the first half. What have
yeah.
you seen from the Darche 12th graders, and what do they need to improve on to end up with this game in the bag?
Well, on Darche's side, they've been rebounding and shooting the threes, and that's really well. And that's really what's kept them in this game. It's only a 4-point game, and it's anybody's game at this point. Now, they're the only undefeated teams as of now. They're both 4-0. Honestly, it was very low-key. Last week, I thought it was only May and Share, but turns out I was wrong. And they've beat every single team that they faced so far on the
4-0.
season, which is actually very far from the production of their YDT 11 team, which has not been nearly as successful.
1-4.
Yeah, they're 1-4. They haven't got their bye week yet. And maybe that's something they need to really boost up their energy and get them a little bit of rest.
Don't worry, they're not net soft. They're not 0-4.
That's insulting. But it's true. That's actually 0-5.
If May pulls this win out, they'll be 5-0.
They'll be 5-0.
They'll be undefeated, just like the May JV football team.
Yeah, and I
who is
believe
6-0 from today. What was the score today? 32-0 versus
32-0. Daniel Gortz
34.
again. 34-0. Correction. And Daniel Gortz again playing
touchdowns,
outstanding.
4
touchdowns. And a couple 2-point conversions. Shout out to my man Chuck. We hope you're watching. Chuck E. Cheese. Clifford.
What a legend.
And valedictorian of some school in Brooklyn. I'm not really sure what the name is.
Talking
Shout out
about
to my
that
man.
team, we have.
And he got a touchdown. We hope you're watching at home.
Captain Yehuda Balsam. Let's go give him some questions.
Yeah. Actually, so something that the Meg Geo gave us
We're
is the
interviewing-
range. Is I'm still at the scores table.
get my
But JJ
clip on.
Ostroff nears
Hi.
Yehuda
Interviewing
Balsam.
Yehuda Balsam here from the JV football team captain. You're making me look very short down here. Come join me on my level.
There you go.
You know, having a team go 6-0 in the regular season, how are you leading that team? And can you tell me how good this team is?
We have a very good team. It comes with defense, offense. We're all teamwork and we're all just a family that keeps us like. It just makes us win.
Shout out to
Family.
Binyamin
It's a
Ruben.
big part of it.
Family is real.
Do it.
The May family. You want to come join us at the school? If you're in 8th grade, you're looking for a school. It's a great school to attend. We have kids ranging all over, just amazing kids left and right, like Yehuda Diamond here.
Thank
What
you,
an
I appreciate
amazing
that.
person.
Well, like I said, there's nothing like, you always need to have gratitude to show the ultimate respect. And the ultimate respect is given to everybody who orchestrated. I was not able to finish before. Gabi Newman, our cameraman, give it up for him, clap it up at home.
Someone
Our
on the-
orchestrating Geo members. Yoni Schombrun, he hasn't really been involved in it, but he's behind us.
He's on the 12th grade football team,
He
actually.
was on the successful championship varsity football team.
It's all about family, isn't it?
That's a great question.
It wasn't really a question, it was a statement with a
With a
follow-up statement.
Here's the
but
question. Here's
you
my
could
question for
answer
you.
our not
Here's my
question.
question for you. If I say no, it's not all about family. Is that awkward for you guys?
It kind of is.
It kind of
awkward, but
is.
Don't pretend like you're irrelevant and we didn't
even,
mean.
Are these mics even on?
Yes.
They're on.
$199
Real
mic
live.
sponsored
Like I
from the
said,
GO.
Spielvogel as the gimbal is what is happening to the gimbal. All right.
And we're back
Okay.
from.
I hope you guys enjoy the ceiling at home as we're experiencing some technical difficulties.
And we are returning from half. As the second half is beginning, what are the keys to the Eagle pulling out the win?
All right, so 3 main
Eagles pulling
keys.
this win out.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Well, no, it wasn't fluid, but it still made sense.
The 3 keys. About what not to do. I mean, what to do. Let's do more fast breaks just like that.
Exactly.
Scoring
Fast break
at the
scoring,
rim.
Shul Leibowitz really elite there. 3-point defense, they were great at that last week. They really executed well, holding YST a good scoring team losing one game, and that was last week, to only 2 3-pointers made. And the last thing, like I said in the pregame that Coach Dev really preached, was rebounding. If they could get the ball back.
Offensive and defensive.
Offensive and defense. Obviously, defensive is key, and offensive is nice to have extra. Knocked out of bounds, retaining for Kendall. As Kendall has a season high, I believe, of 2 points.
Those were our keys to the game, brought to you by FM Home Loans.
FM Home Loans, and now the Meg Gio, as the 3 is not good, but another offensive rebound. And Natan Cohen has to get his big body down there for a box out. He is not doing that, and he's not executing that well enough.
Yo, you got an assist off the basket.
It's a 4-point game, 32-28 for your viewers at home. Like I said before, I'm sorry that we were unable to get a virtual scoreboard because that is only available with laptop and we are doing it mobile. But a foul's called on Yakov Kirshner, and he has not been getting the point production that he has been over the season, averaging a whopping 20 points a game. The season high is 29. That's Chavetz Chaim of Brooklyn, who actually this game, as Dov Rosen is thrown to the floor. And he is very mad. He
Gets up strong, though.
He does get up strong.
He is not a weak person.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Eagles are strong.
Yes, sir. Are they, though?
I think they are.
I'm feeling Falcons. I think Falcons are stronger.
Well, speaking of random birds, the May JV football team beat a bird team, a red bird team, actually, for the second week in a row. How about that? Down and out, your ESPN stat of the game. They beat the Hafter Hawks last week, and the Rambam Ravens, who actually, Ravens are usually black.
I don't think the Ravens are necessarily strong.
No, I was just saying how they beat bird teams, and we're a bird also.
I feel like
Well,
most
Eagles,
five-pound teams are birds.
Well, I don't know about that. You got the Dolce Talmud.
You got the Wildcats, they hunt birds, DRS.
That's true. I guess they are somewhat associated.
The Darkly Torah Talmidim, they're flying on different levels.
They are. You know what? They're in a different stratosphere.
Oh, bro.
They learn Torah.
What a play. Let's talk about that IQ play right there.
That was a really...
We see that a lot in the NBA, where you're jumping out of bounds, throwing it off the other team.
Yeah, it's more of a park move, but you
Securing the
really,
ball.
you really need high awareness and just smarts. And he was able to retain possession as he gets a 3 up. And he drills it. And it's 33-31 May. And this
28.
might come down to the wire.
On Cohen. Triple move.
Just under 17
blitz.
minutes.
3.
Shua,
Can't
no
come
good.
back there.
And a rebound. Now, May is
Fast break
getting
with the 3 on 2.
destroyed on the board.
He takes it. Nice
Kendall,
three. Cannot connect.
What do you...
Pressure, fast break, lead blitz. Up.
And like we said, that really helped May last week. And all the weeks, Shua Leibowitz needs that point production. He needs to be there for them as the veteran leader. And he gets the second fast break layup in a while. Not in a while, in the second half, sorry. And you see Chavetz Chaim of Brooklyn entering. And Chavetz Chaim of Brooklyn, actually, if you look at their scores, you might think, wow, they're a really high-scoring team. But they have the worst defensive rating by far, giving up 60 to May, 55 in overtime last week. A 51-point game, a 3-pointer, no good. Yakov Kirshner gets an offensive rebound, and he's being tugged at. And a foul or a jump ball, it's a jump ball. And he's tugging at the ball, and it's a jump ball, and who retains possession? May does. And let's see what Kendall checks out. And he's been taking a lot of shots, but he's only hit one so far. And let's see if May could create anything off of this inbound. Now, here's the thing. May's at a little bit of, not a disadvantage, as Yakov Kirshner is just too tall for the steal. Picks it right over number 4's head. I don't know what it is. Olshin, I think. And the foul is called. But the thing is, since the seniors were unavailable this week at practice, fill-ins were, they had to be hired, or not hired, but I guess we'll just say hired.
3-on-1 fast break breast kick.
As a terrible, it was not a very good idea to make that pass by Shua Leibowitz, and it does not get to his destination. But the seniors are 2 or 3 weeks without practice. Speaking of a couple of weeks without practice, a second turnover in a row. That's not what you want to see. Breskin hurt them early. He's not had the same effect. Is blocked by the shoulder on Cohen, and a foul.
They need to connect more on those passes.
Yeah,
make the game more fluid. It's all about fluidity.
Oh, an offensive foul. It is all about fluidity and momentum, and that's you want to build momentum.
Moshe
Zern entering the building. We actually saw Moshe Zern.
Let's bring him on.
We saw Moshe Zern run his 5K training today. And Moshe Zern is a reigning 5K champion, and he is really something to be reckoned with on the track and field team, or track and field course. And tie game as another turnover by May, and this is not looking good. Anyway, so not Shua Leibowitz. We saw Moshe Zern pour in that work, blood, sweat, and tears. A beautiful find, Alan Cohen inside to
Moshe Zern, basketball, football, on the track. You're an all-around great player.
Softball, don't forget about softball.
Softball, of course. How does that fuel you to being a better student at Mesivta Tereshakov?
I think I developed a work ethic early on. I think it's very important to develop a work ethic early on. That way you can get in a groove, find your rhythm, and you always want to put your head down and work. Doesn't matter what everyone's saying about you on the outside, because they're on the outside looking in, but you're on the inside looking out. Just keep on looking at yourself, focus on yourself, look at what you're doing on your own, and keep grinding, keep pushing yourself.
That's a really good point, and it's great to hear from Moshe Zern, who not only is a great athlete, but he's also a great student. And we actually saw you on the way to the May football game today. We saw you putting in that work and putting in that effort, and you were training for 5K. No, it's not 5K season, but what motivates you to keep on pushing, keep on grinding all year round when you don't see the goal looming around the corner, but you're still going strong?
Simple answer should be Shmuel Jacobs. He's great competition. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, as Moshe Zern actually won 2 or 3 years in a row, the first place 2 years, all right. 2 years, the 5K in a row, some beautiful trophies sponsored by Rabbi Zern, Father Moshe Zern. Anyway, so like I said, what gives you that motivation? Picked out of the air by Alan Cohen.
For me, it's just trying to stay healthy. Just trying to keep working on myself, trying to get better every day, and just continuing to do what I do. Take care of myself, take care of the people around me, and hopefully I'm able to inspire other people, and everyone's able to work on themselves also.
You know what? I don't know about you viewers at home, but I am definitely inspired after that conversation with Moshe Zern. So Moshe Zern, definitely a great conversation, great interviewee, and it's good to have you. Any other questions, JJ?
No. Darche, timeout break. They're down by.
Appreciate that. You guys are the best.
Of course. No, appreciate you, Moshe.
Down by 6.
And appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. And JJ, take it away.
What's the score in the St. Peter's game?
St. Peter's game, I'm not sure, but they made history. They're down by 22, and it looks like it's all over for this historic Cinderella team.
They're down by
Update.
18.
They're down by, that's not 18, that's 19, buddy.
Down by 18. Whatever happens in this game, this is a history in the making.
Well, history, you're right, the history's already been made, as they're actually the first 15 seed to ever make it to the Elite 8. And you see a couple teams every year, they're really not expected to make a big run, and they got a couple of rounds making some big upsets, taking out some 1 or 2 seeds, but you never see it get that far.
I think the Eagles have a better gym than they do. We've heard reports that they have leaks coming from their roof.
Is that really true? I've not heard that.
I've not heard that. ESPN Bleacher Report. Hopefully next season they can have a little upgrade.
You know what? Yeah, I'm saying
they're racking in.
Maybe their budget could go up after some national TV appearances. But we want to thank actually FM Home Loans for sponsoring such a beautiful gym here in the Charleston Gymnasium on a beautiful Sunday night, and it's glad to join you from home, viewers at home. And it is possible to do this live stream without you guys, but it's literally pointless without you. So we want to thank you, allowing us to have fun, allowing us to enlighten your nights, and allowing the players to rewatch this game in the future and say, wow, what a great call as I make a cool play.
We're talking about the May 5K before. We have the alumni May Madness coming up.
Yeah, we do have the May Madness. And I was actually invited to join the May Madness team, but unfortunately, I'm not old enough to attend to represent for my fellow 10th graders.
In the chat, right, if we should broadcast the alumni tournament.
Maybe we should. I don't know. The May 5K is sponsored by Wisnicki Newhauser and Rabbi Zern, yet again with a beautiful fundraiser.
What a beautiful family. Eli Zern, 9th grade. I heard he's averaging 93s in every single subject. You know?
I have literally no idea. It's a beautiful save. There's no stats, and I don't know where you got that information from. But we'll just pretend that it's true for a minute. As a 3, Dove Rosen, he's got the high arcing shot. D Rose for 3. You like what I did there?
I like that call.
Although does not have the sheer athleticism of youngest MVP of all time, Derrick Rose. He shows flashes sometimes as he gets the tip right there on cue. Yaakov Kushner in and out as the layup goes, and he has that nice English off the backboard.
A lot of teams have complained that these rims are magnetic, and you know what? I'm starting to believe it. Every single shot has just been going in for Kirshner.
Yeah, and he's actually added a little bit of a mid-range game to his repertoire.
Drills it.
And he drills it, a 3 for 25. And their threes is really what's keeping them in the game. This is the definition of an offense post Stephen Curry.
Up by 6 here with
Arnold
10:30 on
Cohen,
the clock.
another 3, and he drills it. Arnold Cohen may be one of the most accurate shooters in the Siftat Taras Yaakov. He really has not been getting enough shots up, I don't think, this season as May starts building a nice lead. And maybe they are just really that much ahead of the pack, the way that they've been able to separate themselves from other teams. A 9-point lead, 49-40. May's about to crack 50 yet again. And Dov Rosen should have held it, and he gives it up to Ocean. Ocean keeping it alive with his right hand. You could tell he puts in that work as Breskin misses it out of bounds and retained actually another offensive rebound.
Tied in the standings here, 4-0.
They are.
Deep 3.
But
cannot
really,
connect.
if the May Eagles win tonight, they clinch the playoffs. They already clinched the playoffs. And it's a Euro step. Oh, the English too much.
He takes that ball to London.
He does what? All right. It's at the top of that, you know, that big Ferris wheel that they got in London? He was at the apex. And it spun too much on the way down. He misses the 3 and ripped away, and an offensive rebounds. I can't stress it enough.
That was a
As
flop.
Richie gets the ball,
That was a
but Olsen
flop.
sells it nicely. And Richie was actually in foul trouble a couple of games ago with 4 fouls, and he was unable to play. He actually had 4 fouls in the first half there alone, and he was unable to play in the rest of the first half.
Inbounds the ball to Kendall. 3 ball.
Already
Cannot
got a
connect.
season high. And
Rebound, offensive rebound. Let's talk about them offensive rebounds. And 1 cannot hit it. Darke's 12th grade has been dominating in the offensive rebound.
You know what?
Category.
It's really surprising the way that Darke has been. They cooled off a little bit from the first half, but the way that Darke has been rebounding and shooting the 3 ball, I don't honestly. It does not feel like a 9-point game. Now an 8-point game, 49-41.
They've been holding off. They've been holding on.
You know what? I don't know. May's talent, really something else.
Wait till playoffs. It'll get even better.
Yeah, honestly, playoffs in this league, it's obviously a 1-game series as a jump shot on a free throw.
I've never seen that before.
Hold up. I've seen it, but like from like the Dwight Howards of like the I don't know how to shoot a free throw, but he hits it. And
bad
another
pass there.
steal.
Ocean with
May
the
is getting
steal.
sloppy.
Ocean bringing the ball up. Dribble
yeah,
move to the paint. Back out. Breskin for 3. Cannot
Another
connect.
one. Breskin started off the game with 2 threes. Shulin was open, unable to find him. Dov Rosen pushes it. Oh, as he gets fouled. Another 2 free throws. And Dov Rosen, this is going to be his 5th and 6th free throws. Really been assertive and really been aggressive. As you see Coach Zev a little bit upset about the fouls that weren't called. This was an excuse to be able to talk to the ref and say, call that a little bit more. We need that, and you haven't been calling it. As you remember, Dov Rosen missing this free throw actually was thrown to the floor. Looked like it was a little bit painful there, but he was thrown to the floor before. And
Dov Rosen's free throw percentage is actually at a solid 50.
Yeah, for the NBA, it's really not too bad, although it sounds not great. The best free throw shooter on May's team is Stuart Liebowitz at 78%. And there's some guys who really got to put that work in the gym. And obviously not everybody,
Ocean.
he chucks it up. That was like a kind of chucky.
Richie
shot
ball.
there.
Pass to Kirshner. Kirshner, he's a
streaking
fast
down
kid.
court. But like we were saying actually before, does not get the roll. Ari Richmond with an offensive rebound of his own. And Dov Rosen shooting 7 and 8 off free throws.
Nets Hornets tonight.
Nets Hornets tonight.
After this game, you could tune in 7:30.
Yeah, you can't, well, to clarify, you can't tune in on May Eagles Live. You could tune in on like your computer or something. I don't know, look it up on Google.
Nets record 39 and 35. Hornets 38 and 36. It's a big game for the Nets.
It really is. It's a seeding game. They need to gain traction. But the playoff race matters for that game as Dov misses another one. As Ari Richmond pulls off the same move, but he kicked the wall and he used it to propel his jump as you see him laughing it off. But playoff race, like we said before, it's a 1-game elimination in this league, the NBA, and it really brings out teams' best. As teams that may not have been hanging with the higher seed in the regular season fight and give whatever they can so that they don't go home with a loss and the season over. And a weird rebound and a foul on Ocean. A bucket does not count, and he is frustrated as we get under 6 minutes nearing 5, and 50-42 for May.
1-1 here. May's in the bonus.
Shout out to Ari Sinetsky at home. We hope that you can join us again soon, missing a second game.
Let's talk about that call. That reminded me of Zion Williamson. Remember that play? He rips the ball out of the defender's rebound and just puts it back up for a nice dunk. I don't like that call there. As a May fan, I still don't even like that call. I thought that was clean. Ari Richmond free throw. He connects.
Oh, and that, forget about touching the rim, that barely touched the net. He touched the sky and it came back down as Taub comes in.
Subs are in.
25.
51-42 here on
You think
nice Sunday
Ritvo
night.
is like related to like the Ritva or something?
No.
No. I don't know, you never know, man.
I mean, he is in Darche.
He is in Darche. Darche toward Talmidim. How about, I was thinking about like the Darche Dynamite. Kind of like a Thunder, or like
Fishman
Heat.
for three.
Fishman for three. He's not been scoring nearly as much as Ocean trips over the air.
He's giving it his all.
A David Blaine magic trick as he pulled out the invisible string and he goes flying.
You mean Zachary Aminoff?
Yeah, Zachary Aminoff coming second place in the talent show. Stickle lengthy performance, going for over 60 minutes. Stolen by Breskin, but able to gain back, and Shua's hit on the arm. Dove Rosen slows it down.
Get the shot.
Oh, nice it in to Jakob Kirchner. And you see the celebration by Dove Rosen.
Zev almost had a heart attack there. You should have seen his face. He found a nice pass and calmed down from that pass. It was a good play.
Yeah, you really had nothing going. Almost a turnover, but saved. Dove Rosen slowing it down, just holding it at the top.
Ocean in the corner. Ocean.
Yeah.
Dribble pass to the corner. Cannot connect again. He's
good.
having a little problem at the three-point line, but Ocean, he's showing that
You know
he
what?
has the strength to get every offensive
He does.
rebound in this game.
And the game is not near over yet, as it's a 9-point lead for May, 53-44. And Dove Rosen travel called, and he does not agree with that call, but it's going the other way. And Chavetz of Brooklyn coming in.
Ocean might not have the height, but he has the package. You look at his guns. He has some nice muscles.
You know
he
what?
can really play bully ball over
We
here.
could, and Darche doesn't, although the money, oh no, Ari Richmond hands on his head. You hear the boos coming from the Mace side. And another foul on Ari Richmond. And he is actually a very good defender if you've ever played with him, which I have. And he's a very good defender, but the way he plays is lanky arms all over the place. Every time he makes contact on the ball, I guess that the refs perceive it as he's making contact. And a running clock with free throws.
2:40 left to the game. 53-45. May.
Yeah, this is the big free throw.
And
He doesn't make it, but an offensive rebound, and this could get interesting if Fishman hits this three. Fishman, no, but an offensive rebound. Ocean down low amongst the trees, breaks it, an offensive rebound. Fish inside floater, and it's good.
timeout
The way
Brewer.
he wiggled his way into the defense, he looked like a fish in the ocean navigating through the
May
sharks.
really needs to hold their lead here. They need those defensive rebounds. They need the rebounds. If they keep letting the offensive rebounds come to them, they will score every single drive, every single play. They need to hold off on defense. It's a difficult matchup, but I think they can do it.
Yeah, I'm saying, you know they have the personnel for it. They got the size, Natan Cohn. If they would put, you know, Hemi's got that hustle. He's not playing right now. Nachi Sif also.
Rabbi Bennett.
He's got that hustle. But you know that they have the personnel. Yaakov Kirchner with the height and the athleticism, but they just have to put in the effort. The game is not over just because they have an undefeated record. You can't come into a game thinking that you just won it without actually doing much.
Who's Chavetz Chaim playing next?
Chavetz Chaim is playing against. Let's pull it up. I'm not really sure. Maybe Darche at 11. And it's strange to see what Darche does with their teams, as they only have the top grade, 10th grade, play for JV, and when it comes into varsity, they all want to play. So they split it up into a 12th grade team and an 11th grade team, and seemingly it makes both of their teams worse. And a 4-0 team it would really be something to be reckoned with if they had the best players from their 11th team on their 12th grade team.
Ari Richmond into Arnold Cohen.
Ari Richmond, actually, a former Darkei Torah Talmud student. He would be a good Talmudim player.
Ball movement is looking pretty spicy right now.
It is looking nice. Kushner got that in his bag.
It's his bag. It's his move now.
It's his bag. It is his move. He should patent that. He should put a copyright stamp on it.
Olsen to Applegard for 3. He cannot drill it. On
And you
offensive
hear
rebound.
Zev
Look at all these
screaming
boards.
his lungs out.
And a
Terrible
terrible
pass.
pass.
Absolutely terrible.
Zev
You
is
said
mad.
it, JJ.
Zev is mad. You know, he's that coach. He gets mad. He tells his
Yeah,
players.
but he shows his team that he's there behind their back. And he's usually a stoic figure, walking around, pacing the sidelines, maybe like a Mike Tomlin type of guy. But he was very mad as a nice touch pass to Arnold Cohen preventing the turnover. Cross-court fake pass. Dove Rosen really been aggressive, and although he's not high up on that scoreboard, he has really been getting to the cup and getting free throws and getting
As a ball,
buckets.
puts up a 3. They're not connecting on their 3-point shots.
But they're getting times every time. And Zev Teitelbaum is hopping now.
If the Eagles can stop the 3-point shots, then that will eliminate all the offensive rebounds. They just gotta stop putting up those shots.
Yeah. Well,
Even
you
without
asked before.
scoring,
Yeah. The Chavetz Chaim is playing YDT 11, both fighting for their playoff hopes. Chavetz Chaim of Brooklyn only 1-3. They got their bye already, and YDT 11, they are 1-4.
Four
So if
teams
they
make the
lose,
playoffs.
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to ask her about Bennett. If it's like the JV,
6 and a
yeah,
bye.
it'd be 6 and the top 2 seeds have a bye, and right now the top 2 seeds would be May and either
YST or
Darkei.
YDT 12.
Yeah, and with
Nets
the
off
win here,
0-12.
0-4, you mean?
0-12, what did I say?
Oh, you said
What did I say
0-12.
0-12?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're 0-5 actually. The last two.
YDT 12th grade, there we go.
Yeah. But if May wins this, they beat YST and they beat YDT 12. And even if they lose next week, because Ari Richmond got that rainbow shot again to fall. And if they win this, they clinch the first seed as they have the advantage, the head-to-head advantage. Ari Richmond plays to the bench. But they had the head-to-head advantage. Even if they lose next week, they cannot fall to...
Timeout break here. Let's talk about the celebrities in the building.
Hey,
We have
let's see who
we have
we got.
Bennett.
Rabbi Bennett,
In
the
the
official commissioner. Scott
We have
McDonald.
Kirshner's brother. Kirshner's brother.
Jakob Kirshner's
Actually,
brother.
right there.
Yeah, shout out. Unfortunately,
Nachi
Jakob Kirshner's
Sif's
dad was
dad.
unable to make it. Rabbi Sif.
Kirshner's
Who else do we
grandfather
have in the
after.
building? We got a bunch of May students. Any alumni coming back from Israel for Pesach? No.
What's up, Maine students? Yeah, they're not really interested in this.
I don't know if they're not interested or they're not interested in
Simcha
us.
Klein. We don't talk about him. We do not talk about him.
It's like we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Klein.
Yeah, it's actually on pace to be the most streamed, most listened to Disney song of all time.
Benjamin
Passing
Beatles
Let
is
It
also
Go
in
and
the
A Whole
building.
New World from Frozen and Aladdin. And those are really iconic. And what do you think? What's your favorite Disney movie of all time?
You know, I'm gonna have to go with. I love Frozen 1.
Do you really?
Yeah. I haven't watched it in like probably 7 years, but
It really was an iconic
I
film.
mean, Disney did buy Star Wars, so I'm gonna have to go with Star
That's true, you
Wars.
are a big Star Wars
I
fan.
love the Star Wars series.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm much more of a Pixar fan. Although they're all cartoons,
Talk about Toy Story. Toy Story 4.
honestly, I was never impressed. Toy Story was one
Were
of
you
my-
impressed with that movie, Toy Story 4?
Honestly, I thought they pushed it too far. Toy Story 1 was iconic. Came out before my day. But I felt like they pushed something that the wheels fell off the car too.
You know, May is toying with this YDT 12th grade
Well,
up by 9.
It's not a route. It's 59 to 50, and it's not as.
50 seconds left.
Yeah.
I think we got this in the bag. Oh,
Honestly,
maybe not. Down by 8. Arnold
It
Cohen.
looks like May's gonna pull it out, but so like we were saying, I'm more of a Pixar fan, and even though it's all cartoons, it really shows some genius and some hard work put behind the scenes there.
Talking about hard work, this May Eagles team, all night in the gym, they are practicing, getting better by the day.
You know
Dorothy,
what?
12th grade, they have a lot of people in that school, so I don't think they get the gym every night. May, it's a small school. They get the gym whenever they want.
Yeah, Rabbi Yafi always says that his pride is that he could always keep it down to an amount of boys where
Suitable.
Yeah, he could know everybody personally, and it's really something to be admired. We actually had a great speech with Rabbi Yafi today. It's a block by Shua Leibowitz on Cohen.
He does not drill it. Ocean with the
Another
rebound.
offensive
And
rebound.
one.
There's all up for two. Dove Rosen is so upset.
Dove Rosen upset about the foul calls here. How much
Dove
fouls did he
Rosen
have? How
actually
many
wearing the jersey
should I
that I
say?
wore last year. Shortened COVID season.
Rosen
we
had
have
3
time to
fouls.
wear our own jerseys, but really nice gesture, letting me borrow his jersey for a championship run last year. Rep number 30 well, Dove Rosen. Speaking of iconic number 30s, if you're a Sonicer,
He's 30.
number 30 on the basketball team, number 17 on the football team, but number 30 on the basketball team.
Who's that number 30 on the Warriors?
Is it Klay Thompson?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry. And we know what a big Klay Thompson fan of Jill is. He loves Klay Thompson with a passion. Maybe his favorite player of all time. And really plays like him, emulates his play style.
If I can, I think the May Eagles. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Are you gonna say anything? Or?
Nah, I forgot my train of thought for a second.
Yeah, you know what? It happens. First day announcing, second game announcing actually. Dove Rosen puts the free throw in. You know, he puts in the work, living locally, and he has this beautiful gym at his disposal.
Hard pick, Ocean 3.
Oh,
Can't
he
drill
hits
it.
though.
Back out the Fishman. He got them lengthy arms. What's he gonna do?
Oh,
There we go.
he hasn't
seconds
really
left.
been aggressive. Is there intentional fouling? And like we said, like we saw in the previous game, Netzach, YFR, stop fouling when you're down double digits under a minute left.
63, 255.
I don't understand it.
9 seconds left
I
of the
don't
game.
understand it. It bothers me. It makes the game so much longer than it has to be. As Ellie Dreyfus, Dr. Dre, checks in.
Remy Meyer and the May skit.
Yeah, he really played up Meyer well. Checking in for Shua Leibowitz. Da-da-da-da-da. Dr. Dre. Let's see if he can get. Oh, no, they're on defense.
Number 2, for the amount of seconds he gets to play in this
That
game.
is disrespectful. But to be honest, the stat was actually 9. He played for 9 seconds, so shout out to Ellie Dreyfus.
And that will end off the game with a nice 3. Cannot drill it.
And he gets a nice putback, but to no avail. The step down Terrence Yaakov, 64. YDT 12, 57 to stay undefeated.
And that will
Wrap
do
it up
it.
at home,
May
everybody.
gets to win over the YDT 12th grade. What the May team? What is their biggest advantage coming into this game and then ending it?
Coming into this game, they just had that confidence, they had that swagger,
Confidence.
and they didn't really have maybe fast break points, but they turned it over a lot. They couldn't get the rebound, couldn't get the 3. They couldn't defend the 3 as well, but they came out with the win, and it wasn't as big as the other wins, but 7 points. So we'd like to thank everybody who's been involved in the stream.
Thank you
Bobby
for joining
Newman
us.
for
Thank you for
photography,
joining us.
filmography. Shmuel Weiss, Zach Peta, Zach Kessler on the scoreboard and statisticians. JJ Ostroff for being my partner.
You with a diamond, my partner.
The main GO for our beautiful state-of-the-art equipment. You, the viewers at home. We said Gabi Newman, but Gabi Newman again. Gabi Newman again. Spam Gabi Newman in the chat. Yeah, Gabi Newman. Maybe, you know what? We're going to have a sideline reporter for hire. Let us know in the comments if you're interested in being our sideline reporter. We're signing off. Beautiful night from the